In a world chasing perfection, one icon embraces ferocity. It doesn't whisper precision, it roars performance. It doesn't blend in, it obliterates. This is the Nissan GT-R, nicknamed Godzilla for a reason. It's not a car, it's a statement. A storm on four wheels. At Beyond the Lens, we don't just film machines. We immortalize legends. And few names command more reverence than GT-R. From its skyline roots in the 1960s to the track shredding R32 that earned its Godzilla moniker in Group A racing to today's R35 dominance, this car didn't evolve, it erupted. A missile of metal and code. A digital samurai wrapped in steel. Under the hood, you'll find the VR38 ETT, a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6, hand-assembled by Takumi Masters in a silent, climate-controlled room. In its standard form, 565 horsepower and 467 lb-ft of torque. In Nismo spec, over 600 horses snarling through a titanium exhaust system, each combustion firing with surgical precision. But these aren't just numbers, they're declarations of war. You don't measure the GT-R, you experience it. Launch control hits like a sucker punch. A lightning-fast dual-clutch transmission rips through gears like razor-sharp shurikens. The Tesla ETS all-wheel drive system, honed over 3 decades, claws at tarmac with supernatural grip. 0 to 60, just under 3 seconds, but it feels like time itself is collapsing, warping around your frame. Yet the GT-R's genius isn't confined to straight-line brutality. It's in the way it dances. The way it hunkers down for high-speed corners, torque vectoring shuffling power between front and rear axles with microsecond precision. It doesn't float, it bites. You feel every crack, every camber change, every nuance of road surface through a chassis, so rigid it might as well be welded to your hips. This isn't driving, it's combat. And the look. It's not pretty, it's purposeful. From the gaping front intakes flanking the iconic grille to the vented hood that robs heat blind, every inch is engineered for aerodynamic mastery. It's wide, it's low, it's angry. The massive rear wing doesn't just sit there, it dares you to catch it. Under lights, those quad taillights glow like embers from some mechanical dragon. Step inside, and it's all business. Carbon fiber trim, Alcantara accents, and deeply bolstered Recaro seats lock you in like a fighter jet harness. The wheel feels perfectly weighted. The paddle shifters twitch under your fingertips like they're begging you to launch again. The digital instrument cluster morphs on command, G-force, boost pressure, lap times, so you never lose sight of your enemy, the clock. But for all its code and control, the GT-R remains wildly visceral. It shakes, it roars, it growls. At idle, the engine thumps like a drumbeat tuned to your heartbeat. In gear, the turbos whistle an otherworldly war cry. Each upshift is announced by an exhaust bark so raw, it echoes off walls and into your soul. It's a fusion of old-school violence and new-school calculation. Brutal, clinical, beautiful. And yet, the GT-R isn't easy. It's not forgiving. It demands absolute focus. It drinks fuel like a jet at full throttle. It's heavy, stiff, noisy, and utterly intoxicating. To master it, you cannot be arrogant, you must be disciplined. You learn its limits in pulses of smoke and tire squeal, earning every second of exaltation. This isn't a status symbol. It's a machine for those who crave feedback over flair. For the ones who live for late apexes and blind throttle exits. Who don't just chase performance, they become it. They understand that this car is not a tame beast. It's a living, breathing entity requiring respect. Because the GT-R doesn't just move, it inspires. It redefines what's possible. It's not an answer to the question, how fast? It's a challenge. Can you keep up? You don't tame it. You train with it. You learn from it. And on the rare perfect lap, you transcend. You don't just drive a GT-R. You survive it. You remember it. You become part of its legend. Like, subscribe, share, and follow Beyond the Lens as we chase down titans that refuse to die, one frame at a time.